Good morning. Wednesday, 16th of December, hump of the week again. Hope we're all feeling well, hope we're all feeling energetic. I certainly am. Feeling quite positive, feeling quite buoyant at the moment, which is good. Taking my daughter to school this morning. Interesting conversation in the car. She's only 7. And we were talking about mistakes and the fact that people make mistakes. And mistakes can be made by anybody, really, any walk of life. It's just what it is, isn't it? This is what I was trying to explain to her, that you should never be afraid of making mistakes. It's how we learn. It's about failure. It's about first attempts in learning, all of that funky stuff. And this is what I was trying to explain to her. In the car on the way back, on the journey on the way back, it got me thinking, and I went right back to probably 10 years ago. I was at an organisation up in Scotland, a voluntary organisation, and I spent 5 years with them. It was a very, very good 5 years, very, very educational 5 years. And as part of that organisation, a number of us were encouraged to apply for a leadership and development course. And I was fortunate enough to get on there as part of my role in the organisation and what I brought to the organisation, which was a fantastic opportunity. And it was facilitated by a lady called Carolyn Stenhouse, who, even though many years ago, I think she's moved to Australia or New Zealand now, still very fond of her technique, very much respect of her technique and her way of imparting information, which was excellent. And it got me thinking about the making mistakes, and it was her that taught us to think about it in a different way, to think about it in terms of the 3 A's or the triple A. And it was about accepting the mistake, first of all, and then apologising for the mistake, and then the 3rd A, of course, is amending. So accept there's been a mistake made, apologise for making the mistake, and then make amends to recover that mistake. And again, driving back in the car, I've picked up my coffee, sat waiting for the queue to go down. Got me thinking about the fact that human beings, we have that trait in us, don't we, that we do make mistakes, but not everybody learns from them. Some people harbour grudges, some people harbour deep feelings about making mistakes. And the problem with that is we can all make mistakes as human beings. We all make mistakes, absolutely. There's no doubt about that in any way, shape or form. The problem comes when we don't address, we don't amend those mistakes. We don't accept, we don't apologise, and we don't amend. Because if we don't amend the mistakes, then the mistakes, one thing I've always said to people that I've worked with, if we don't amend the mistakes and learn from the mistakes, then they stop being mistakes and they actually become habits. It becomes habitual behaviour. So if we're making the same mistakes again and again and again and again, they're not mistakes. They are habitual behaviours that get us nowhere. The old adage, well, I'm sure we're all aware of it, the old adage around if you always do the same thing but you expect a different outcome, well, how foolish is that? So just thought I'd drop that in today to give some thought, some thinking around that on the hump of the week. Have a think about our mistakes that we make. We make them, absolutely we do. But AAA, accept, apologise, amend. Let's move on. Have a great week. Speak to you soon.